We are here for the Hellbender 100. We're in North Carolina. We have mountains. We have a cabin about 25 feet from the start line. We have a strategy to go slow and have a blast, and we're gonna rock it. Lubing up the feet. It's probably about 3:06 in the morning, and we're excited. We got Kenny and Bobby here. Kenny is SFE is our new code. We're very excited, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna take it nice and slow. We took a picture with Carl Meltzer yesterday, so that was a good omen. And we're gonna have fun today. Take it slow, eat food, rest when we need to, go slow pace. Enjoy the terrain, enjoy the mountains. See you at the finish.
Good morning.
Come here, you guys. At Hellbender 100. This is ear check and drop bags. Pretty exciting. It's 4:10 a.m. We're pumped, ready to roll. Fun time.
Okay.
2 minutes to start, kids.
Those of you in the front and everybody else, stay heading straight this way towards the light.
About 2 miles into Hellbender. Feeling great, looking good. Great weather, great people. We're in with Carl Meltzer for a minute, but I don't know, I had to bust out ahead, so I'm just waiting for him. You know how it goes. Trail of fireflies coming up the mountain. I like it. Whippoorwill's cheering you on, buddy.
Yeah.
Just past first ed station, mile 7 or something. Feeling great, eating good. Had some mandarin oranges and some other stuff. Met a buddy from Asheville who's a plumber. He was doing this last year, the 100, and a customer called with a problem. Mile 50, he couldn't get any hold of any of these guys. He left the race, dude, to do the job. That's dedication. This is gorgeous. Sun's up. We're at Hellbender, having the time of our lives.
Yee.
I'm with Jordan. Is that right?
Luke.
I'm with Luke. Wasn't even close.
Super close now.
Luke is a friend of Lucian's and Kyle's, and this hill's been going on for about 5 or 6 stories that we've been telling, and it just keeps going up, and I love it. Found my buddy Andrew from Tahoe.
Oh yeah.
He had an equally miraculous experience. Makes me feel justified because I feel like nobody really understands like what I went through there.
Yeah.
Just hearing your story feels like vindication, you know? Like
War
it was
brothers.
real.
Yeah.
Like. Been following the river for about 5 miles. I don't know. It's just been incredible. It's like the river is the sound to listen to instead of music, like cheering us on. Pretty fantastic. Just passed 24 miles at Hellbender and stopped at Jarrett Creek aid station and refilled my bottles, got some ice, and drank Pedialyte and Ensure and ate an avocado and got a Hawaiian lei in the process. So things are looking up. Got a long climb ahead of us. There's a long downhill getting down there. Just following the river. You can still hear it. Pretty magical. Birds are making noise. This is pretty fantastic. I came for the nature. I'm getting my money's worth. How's that climb, gentlemen?
Oh boy, fun.
Just what we ordered, wasn't it?
Loved it.
Something like that.
Getting our money's worth.
Right. Don't want to get shortchanged. Man, what a cool view, right? Yeah.
A long climb and it was worth it. I have a feeling this is going to be somewhat impressive. And suspicions confirmed. Panorama, baby. Neil's Creek aid station, I believe. Something like 34 miles, but I'm trying not to keep track. First 15 miles, I was thinking, this Blood Rock, this race has nothing on Blood Rock. Last 10 miles, it's got something on Blood Rock. Really steep, really technical, some beautiful views. Hard, trying to rest the muscles, but it's really tough because it's just so much pounding up and down. But I feel great. I'm eating a lot and just trying to rest through 50 miles. See how it goes.
There you go. Where'd the lake come from?
I was Jarrett Creek, mile 24. I'm seeing how long I can keep it on.
There you go. Right, thank you.
Well, I guess this is the Mount Mitchell climb. Been doing this for about 2 miles and got about 4 more to go. Pretty steep, pretty technical, and pretty great. This is exactly what I came for. He's putting a whooping on me. It's just what the doctor ordered. I like it. Great course, great aid stations, 5 stars. Dude, it's like Frodo Baggins. Front yard. We're in Dumbledore Castle Land, or whatever everything's called. There's some serious roots, dude. This guy's just trucking it like he's only run 5 miles so far. He's been doing 35, maybe. Well, made it to Mount Mitchell. This is what we're supposed to see, and this is what we're seeing. That was a long 6-mile climb, dude. We're certainly getting a workout. After the top of Mount Mitchell, there was quite a ridge climb. Just kept climbing. Some pretty cool fog going on this side of the mountain. Just a white blanket. And then on the other side, we got views of other peaks. Pretty fantastic. I'm doing a good job of just being in the moment, not worrying too much about mileage or pace. But it's hard to get any momentum going because it's some technical trail. I think this is my favorite part, right after Mount Mitchell. Some very technical stuff, and I like it. Well, that's pretty cool. The fog is crashing into the mountain over there. Just floating up. Pretty great, dude. Pretty fantastic, man. It is good to be here. Very technical stuff after the Mount Mitchell. I really loved it. It's my favorite part of the course so far. And I finally got into some runnable stuff, but my epiphany was you got to be careful with every step where you plant. Carefully plant each step. It's kind of my lesson for life. And man, that little bit of running section, they owed that to us. There's been so much unrunnable stuff here. Look at that, buddy. Finally got some runnable downhill and some flat. Are you kidding me? Runnable flat? Because I've been running for the last 2 miles. Pretty hard. Open up, I love it. Probably more at mile 48-ish. I'm just enjoying every section of the trail, seeing what comes next. Not worried about mileage or aid stations. This is pretty great. Check out this aid station. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. Alright, hey, 143 out. 143 out. Anybody ever had a pacer like this? Taking a little break after another really long climb. So trying to settle the debate here if Blood Rock is harder or Hellbender is harder, and the answer is yes. They are both really hard. I think overall it's a tie, but Hellbender wins for long, sustained climbs, and Blood Rock wins for most technical in most of the course. Hellbender has some very technical, but it's kind of confined to certain areas. And luckily here at mile 54-ish, I've got some very easy terrain, even though it's climbing for 4 miles. These are big climbs. Very fun race. It's paid off to try and take it as easy as possible first 50. So now, because now I feel really good, my legs feel strong. They kind of got their second wind. And had a banjo player chase me, and we're eating a lot, and stomach feels great, and having a blast. Well, it got dark and it got wet. It's been raining on our heads, and the trail is just full of mud anyway and water. And that last stretch was about 4 miles of this trail just like this. And it just went forever. It was not really fun. It started raining, everybody got cold. Had a little aid station, tried to lay her back up. And then they told me this is downhill, but it's not. So we'll see what happens. Getting a little difficult. Had some ramen back there to help me feel better. I was not great in the stomach, but not bad. And I feel I got good strength, but it's getting a little trickier at night with the darkness and rain and not eating as much. But we're carrying on. Well, we've had a couple rough spots, about 65 to 72. It's kind of rough. My stomach's not doing great. Tried to lay down for a minute. That didn't work, so I'm just going to keep trucking. It's getting a little difficult. Got 30 miles to go. And I just keep changing clothes because it gets hot and cold. And keep mixing up. The finisher just finished, the first finisher at 20 hours and 16 minutes, and I don't know It's not about physical capacity. I don't know how he gets through the course with the rocks and obstacles. It's amazing. So it's about 3 a.m. I finally hit the gravel road, the 5 miles of downhill gravel. So that's a good thing. I'm running it. I'm force feeding myself a little bit of some kind of apricot bar. It's good. It's working. And I've been done a good job this whole time of not really concentrating on mileage, just thinking about each mountain and where the trail's going. But also, no matter where I'm at in this thing, I got to remind myself, I'm doing Hellbender, baby. This is happening, and I'm excited. Mile 76. Just came into the aid station and did a total reset. Took 15 minutes and pretended to sleep, and ate some grapes and some mandarin oranges, and I'm a new man. So I'm at 76 miles and conserving the muscles. How cool is the river, dude? Even at night, it's pretty fantastic. So I'm a new man. I'm ready to go. I got I got some energy to do this thing. Got 24 miles to go, but I'm not worried about the mileage. I'm just gonna ride it out, enjoy the rest of the course. Quite some greenery. So, got about 20 miles to go, or less, I don't know. And I'm tired. My stomach's kind of toast, but I've been eating little stuff. And this last climb was still a spanker. They just couldn't let it go. Had to torture us up to the last minute. I like it. Just witnessing our second sunrise today. Pretty great. Light out. Got a few more miles to knock this out. What an experience. Brought me to my knees. I like it. Well, 85 miles maybe. And running strong. I'm not complaining. Well, this is pretty cool. A little dark forest on a bright sunny day because it's so much cover. So it's been a challenge up to the very end. I'm not finished yet, but I'm gonna finish strong and happy and with my gut and my dignity intact. And that was my goal. So I'm happy. Even through the technical stuff, 95 miles with 5 miles to go. I'm still feeling this good. It's miraculous. Unbelievable. As I get more comfortable with doing 100 milers, it's less of a challenge of self-exploration and see what I'm capable of. And it's more of an experience of just enjoying that area, experiencing that terrain. I say that I came for the views. I kept saying to myself during Hellbender, I came for the views, I came for the terrain, and the race did not disappoint. I loved it. I loved getting to know those trees and those wildflowers and the views, those mountains. Mount Mitchell was amazing. It did not disappoint. It was incredible going up Mount Mitchell. It was incredible coming over the other side and going through that tricky part. That was actually my favorite part, that really rocky terrain right after Mount Mitchell. But I loved the nature experience, loved the location. The venue matters, and this was incredible. The course was truly amazing. I told some people that I feel like it was created in a lab and it defied the laws of physics. Somehow it was 100 miles of steep uphill in all directions, it felt like. It was incredible. It was technical. I really came to experience the nature, and it did not disappoint. I followed my nutrition plan really to a T, and it worked out really well. That's the best I've ever done with my stomach during a 100-miler. I did get uneasy there between miles 66 and 80. Didn't feel great, but I kept eating. I ate anything that was palatable, and I just kept something in my mouth. I drank more water than usual. I drank more electrolytes than usual. I had some ramen. Main thing, though, my staple was avocados and mandarin oranges. Even with 9 miles to go in this race, I downed an avocado and a whole cup full of mandarin oranges, and it made a huge difference. I did not hallucinate during this race. From mile 95 to 99, I did see several objects that didn't belong in the woods, and when I got closer, they turned into different objects. A Tonka truck, garbage can, an American flag, a cat statue. So didn't count that because I was just looking at them thinking that's not really what that is. And then when I got closer, they turned into a leaf or a tree. But after it was over, I did take a shower, and the faucet was dancing around all over the place. So that was unusual. Never had that happen before. Blood Rock has really brought me to the brink and really tested me, kind of crushed me, and then I survived twice. Hellbender didn't do that to me, but that might be more of a statement about how far I've come in pacing myself and having more enjoyment in the last 50 miles compared to how hard the course is. I'm enjoying hundreds. I'm enjoying the second half of hundreds. It's one thing to be happy at mile 40, but to be whistling at mile 80, listening to banjo music and running downhill and laughing, feeling great, is pretty phenomenal. I'm learning how to accomplish a happy 100. It is very possible, and it's amazing.